Hi, Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 11 of the April Daily Draws. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And today we will go there. We have the Seven of Cups. And the thing about this Seven of Cups, which I like, is that he's there gazing into the water, and he's seeing the reflection of these cups here. And he's looking at these cups, and normally we get it in sort of like in the cups in the clouds, don't we? And he's looking upwards, and now he's looking down into the water. But of course, they're a reflection. So they could be in the clouds, and he's looking at the reflection in the water. But how real are these cups that he's gazing at? So maybe these are cups that we're things that we're dreaming about, things that we connect to emotionally and spiritually, that we're desiring, that we're wanting, that we're imagining, almost fantasizing about, dreaming about, gazing, daydreaming about. But here, there's an actual cup beside him that's real, that's there, that's next to him, but he's not looking at that. And sometimes we can we could be so focused on imagining what life could be like if only we had this, if only this was the case, if only if this was in our lives, and if we had all these options and we could choose what we wanted and all that kind of thing. And it's okay to have aspirations and dreams, and to think what we could bring into our lives, what we might want to come into our lives, and making the right choices about that. But let's not do that at the expense and neglect of what actually is here in our lives now. Let it not distract us from the connections and the emotional life, the spiritual life, the things we have that connection with in the here and now, that's right beside us, and that we may be not paying attention to at the moment because we're too thinking about on the what could be instead of on the what is. So maybe this card comes to remind us is, yes, dream, have aspirations, but not to the extent that you lose connection with what you have now. Because what you have now, if you connect to it and nurture it in the right way, could be the very thing that is what's the word? A bridge, or will lead to some of those things that you're aspiring to in imagining. But until you connect with what is, those things that you're aspiring to and imagining will just remain as imagination, will just remain as dreams, because what you have now is the stepping stone, is the connection to the possibility of having the opportunity for those aspirations. They won't become a reality unless you deal with what you have. If you ignore what you have and don't connect with what you have now in the moment, then that may hold you back from having some of these aspirations. Because to me, these are just a reflection of your desires, of your wants, and it's okay to have them. But as I say, don't be so focused on what could be that you forget about what is. And I think that's the main key message of this card today. Don't be so focused on what could be that you forget on what actually is in the moment. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. And sometimes we know that that's what we're doing. We know what we should be connecting with. We know what we should be bringing healing, the medicine to. But sometimes we don't want to do that. And that's why we don't look at what's now next to us. We look at these things in our minds of what could be a different situation, different possibilities. Because we want to distract ourselves from what we need to be doing. But I repeat the phrase and finish with the phrase again. Don't be so focused on what could be that we forget on what is. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow for the end of the week with day 12. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.